So, hello again.
Hello.
Now we're going to do the group discussion. So, before we start, could you introduce yourselves again, please?
Hi, my name is Guilherme.
Hello, my name is Amanda.
Hello, my name is Annie.
Many schools are spending less time on music and the arts and more time on maths, reading, and writing. Discuss your ideas and suggest what children should study at school.
Well, I think it's not a very wise idea, really. There should be, there should be the two. There should be music and the arts, which could be entertainment for the children, and well, maths, English language, and reading and writing. I think there should be a balance. And if they were to do something, if they were to spend more time on a subject, I really do think it should be PE, which, well, nowadays we've got problems with obesity in schools and everything, and it's starting from young children. So if they were to spend more time on a subject, it should be doing exercise and doing something that will improve their health.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that math is very important as well, writing, reading, because it push the children's in the future what they want to do, and then but it's very important as well the arts and also the music, because it makes them feel more comfortable and makes them to understand what is it for what the school is, because sometimes it could be very tired to them.
Yeah.
Only maths, only writing and speak like reading. But I think that they are very they should put something in the between of that, because imagine a children studying whole day the maths. I think that's
Like
going
balance
to be
it out.
yes,
Yeah.
that's what they should be doing.
I agree with both of you about the math, about the reading, and the dancing at school, the arts, the music, and all that. But I really believe that more important, like I agree with Glenn, that math is really important. It was like me, I think, to go when you grow up, math is really, really important if you want to go to a high level, if you want to go to university. Of course, dance is important, like you said, to doing exercises at school. You do need to do that in between. I agree with both of you guys in that matter. Reading, I think, is very important, because at some point they stop reading a book. They don't want to read anymore. They just do what is for the school when they don't care about. They need to love what they're doing. They need to care about reading a book, take a book to read.
So you're
Choose.
saying spending more time on maths, reading and writing, it's a good idea.
Yes,
Is
I
that
think
what you're
so.
saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It does me. And as you said about PE, about obesity, I really think that not only the music and not only the arts are very important, but something like that they can do extra classes, and they like sports, and then they need to be challenged to their points, like where they need to they need to be focused as well in their life within the sports. I think that PE is very much important for children, not only because of the obesity, but like these, they can be together because they are going to teamwork.
And they learn to be competitive, which
Yes, of
today, well, nowadays you need to be to get to a nice job, to get anywhere really. You need to be a bit competitive. So
yes, of course, and they can in some way also they can be people in the school. They need to direct the children to be competitive, because nowadays in the work everywhere you go you need to be the best. And sometimes it's not very good to be you think, oh, I want to be the best, because you need to be to work in a teamwork as well. But they need to follow the children's in this kind of way, to being in a teamwork, but always thinking to do their best.
Yeah, I see where you guys are coming from, but if we think about spending more time with maths, reading and writing again, I strongly disagree that this should be done. I mean, you both agree on it. I don't. I think it should definitely be balanced out. There shouldn't be more of one unless of the other. It should be the same, because there is no point of having more maths lessons and no entertainment. What's going to happen? They're going to lose the concentration. So really, you're wasting the time in maths where they could be doing something that will entertain them and that will make them happier at school.
No, I agree. It should be balanced, but like the math is very important. When I finished high school, I wanted to go to university, but because I wasn't very good at math, I couldn't go.
Yeah.
I couldn't study the dream that I couldn't follow the dream that I wanted because of the math. I was good at doing dancing class and exercises and all that, but I wasn't very good at math. So I should be a little but I should be a little more pushed to do the math, to read more.
Yeah, I understand. But in a certain way, if we get to the point, to the bottom lines, I think that when they apply the arts on the schools, also they could do in a different way, like doing the arts, they could apply math as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And the arts,
both of them.
and I would say that the arts could be like in terms of reading something, like reading a book to their subject in the school, they could be reading like something to get prepared to go in the theatre, or how to make some show. They could be like,
or
you
they
understand
could,
what
for
I'm
example, writing music.
saying?
It's literacy.
Yeah, and
It's
they were
literacy.
working themselves, like
Some
their mind.
poetry, so you need all the rhymes, so you do need the English language.
You can actually balance everything. You can apply maths, you can apply writing, you can apply reading in the arts. And music also, it makes people feel more relaxed as well.
Yeah.
And they can, because nowadays we're seeing that many people, like many children, they've been very shy.
Yeah.
And I really think, I'm very concerned that music can make them show them up, like,
I mean, it's their identity.
lose their fear.
Yeah, they find their identity through music. Maybe dance, maybe, or everything really, drawing.
Just be someone they are normally just reading a book. They can be whatever, whoever they want.
So I think our conclusion as a group is really to balance it out. Keeping in mind the academic subjects such as maths, writing and reading, science as well, are very important.
Are very important.
So I think balancing it out is the best.
And one point more, like I just would like to express is, I think that when teachers, like when the school takes children out, like to do a day out, extra course
like a
classes,
trip.
like a trip, and applying maths as well, applying English as well. So it makes everything like, they just need to move on these, because they have they have everything in their brains to do, like to help the children. Because the children, when we going like if we going to somewhere else, like to a farm, to see the life within a farm, and then the teachers could apply as well the maths and then speak.
I mean, it's very interesting. They already do this in schools here. For example, if you go for a picnic, the day after you will have to write a review on it. And it's great, and you have a little diary which you take to the picnic. And I remember doing school trips myself, and it used to be like this. So I think it's a good way. I mean, what do you think?
I agree with that. Should be something where children know where the food comes from, how everything is grown. So like the farm you said about. So it's good to have some,
like cooking lessons. They have to read the ingredients.
It's been called clubs at the school. And then one day my sister, she brought me a carrot cake. It was so very tasty. It was wonderful. And I like it very much, because in my time when I was in school, I didn't have much time to do these kinds of things. you know, extra class schools.
Yeah.
But I've been on trips as well. It was so wonderful, so
Yeah,
great.
it's so wonderful.
Yeah,
Because
in my
it's
trips,
different.
I used to go to the museums
Oh, that's great.
or to the
And you're
theater.
learning culture.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about
Really.
different cultures from another
Yeah.
countries and all that.
Mm.
So
So I think
It's
the
really
maths, the reading, and the writing is not just sat down on a table,
no,
head
No.
down,
I agree. You
doing
can
the
do-
work. You
yeah, you
could
can combine
mix it
two.
up with entertainment.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. About the PE, I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I certainly think schools have been spending less time than they should do PE.
Yeah.
Especially because of all the health problems. I mean, when we look back 100 years ago, they didn't have many takeaways.
Yeah.
They didn't have many
Yeah.
fast food, and now they do. And the children are growing up in
Yeah.
this.
Along with the PE, I really think that schools, they need to be very concerned and delighted to offer a different kind of food for children as well.
Yeah, like a healthier food.
Very healthy,
Slow cooked
balanced,
food. Yeah.
very like something which makes the children like something that they can try on the school, and once they come home, oh mother, can you do
Yeah.
this for me?
Yeah,
Can you
they
cook
like
some
it.
like anything healthy?
Yeah.
Because at home,
Instead
sometimes
of
Yeah.
eating fish and chips or something
No, it's
like
not
that. No.
And I think schools are already keeping this minus. Some are already changing.
Yeah.
No chips. No.
Yeah.
no
So
oil.
it's already-
sometimes,
yeah.
no
Chips,
oil.
yeah.
So it's already-
It should be something that
I mean,
they need to love the food, you know, to know how
Yeah.
to eat the good things.
Yeah, it's
Health
very.
food, so-
Yeah, yes.
I remember my brother used to come from school when he was very young, and he used to say, "I want the little green trees. I want the little green trees." And we used to think, "What are the green trees?" And it was broccolis. We found out in the end they are the
Broccoli.
green
No,
trees.
children normally don't like broccoli.
Because in my time when I went to school, there was no. I would say that no healthy food at that time. So
Yeah.
I grew up like this. I wouldn't ask my mum to cook broccoli,
No green
carrots,
trees.
no,
No green trees.
no green trees, never. But by now, I'm getting used to it because I understand that I need to be more healthy. And I have my sisters at home, and I help them as well. So I think that now it's been very like the school has changed a lot.
Yeah.
The way that they do everything. But if I would apply this on my if I would do the school on my home, like to helping my sister, I
Yeah.
would do all these kinds of
Yeah.
things.
And
like-
joke around.
Yes.
But it's very important that we keep in mind, not only the schools have to change. Before the schools change, the government's got to
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
I
think?
agree. I
Do you
agree
think
with
the
that.
government's
Yes.
doing enough for healthy food in schools?
Maybe, but I think they should do it a little bit more.
bit
for
better,
that.
yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, going back to the original question, could you now summarise your ideas?
I think
To
we
the
all
original.
agreed at some point that
Yeah.
it should be a balance of math and arts and music and all that. I
Yeah.
agree. That should be. I think we all agree with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
we also mentioned about putting maybe mixing the two up.
Yes.
Having
yes. I agree.
The element
Yes.
of maths,
Yeah.
Yes.
reading and writing
That's
in
certainly-
the arts. So I think that's basically what we've decided on, and I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, we've all have expressed good reasons why we should apply art and the music and
To the same
to the
subject.
Yeah.
Really.
and we are very we see it's clear to see that it's not a problem to school to apply this because it's so easy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Something
in times like
yeah.
one day you is studying from 9 to 3 only maths. You could do like 1 hour extra. I mean from 4 to to 2 to 3. You could do the arts,
Yeah.
doing music,
Yes.
preparing yourself to do like something for the other day as well, but not related to maths.
Yeah, I think schools apply it already without knowing. So if they made a little bit more effort, they could apply it more,
Yeah,
and
that's
it could
true.
become a greater thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, really true. Yeah,
No, I do agree, like you guys said about writing down musics just express imagination. What do you
Reading
think?
music. Yeah, so this is our
reading,
conclusion.
uh,
Balance out.